Scotia Volleyball Championships 2019 weekend one. You are watching 360 Sports here from Halifax, Nova Scotia at the Canada Game Centre. My name is Raisa Lalani and I have got your call all weekend long. Super excited to be here with you, and we've got some exciting games ahead right now. We have the 14U boys semi-final game. These two teams did match up yesterday in the pool play, but now is when it all comes down to the wire. We have got the 14U Bedford Blizzards white team as well as the Tide Volleyball Club team from Truro, Nova Scotia. We're going to get started off with a Tide serve. Eric Fields with the serve, and that one just going long on him. Point going to Blizzard. Heading back to serve here now on the Blizzard side, Ethan O'Coin. That ball is passed up by Crow. And a swing cross court from the right side is going to score for the Tide. Back on the line here is Bradley Hatfield. And that ball is passed up, dumped over by O'Coin. Set out to the left from the Tide, and that little tip over is going to score. Jack Maddie with the kill. Back on the line again here is Bradley Hatfield. That ball is passed up. And a big free ball pushed over by McIsaac. And going down the line is Maddie. A big dig from the Blizzards defense. There's a big swing cross court picked up by Xander Bray, but unfortunately not in front of him, and it went behind him. That point going to the Tide. What a semifinal battle it is here between these two teams. Some great long rallies, and these guys really tugging at the ball. Bradley Hatfield back to serve. That ball is passed up by Henry. Just a little bit out of reach for the setter. Service ace, Tide. Hatfield with the serve. Passed up by McIsaac, but unfortunately going into one of his teammates. That's going to be another service ace for the Tide. Hatfield with the serve. McIsaac with the first contact. Looking to put that free ball over is the front row of the Blizzards. Tide running away with this set here now, 6-1. And a good save over by the Blizzard team. Tide on the right with a huge throwdown down the line. That is Levi Spence with the clever shot. Still on the line, Bradley Hatfield. And it is a service ace. And it looks like we are going to see a timeout called by the Bedford Blizzards white head coach, Callahan Murphy. Both teams back on the court, tied up 8-1 here. Serving the ball once again is Hatfield. Free ball put over by O'Coin. Hatfield with the pass. And it's not going to quite make it over onto the other side of the court. Bedford Blizzard getting that side out. Back on the line here is number 22, Shane Brown. Brown with the big serve. It is passed up by Maddie. He's going to put the free ball over from the left side of the court. Picked up by O'Coin. And a shoot set to the left and a big swing down the line up in the air. Ready to get that set is Mason McIsaac. And that is going to send Shane Brown back to serve. And that ball not quite clearing the tape. That is going to be a point for Tide. Heading back to serve, here is number 5, Drew Williams. That ball is passed up by McIsaac, chased down by O'Coin, and that chase down is going to score. Point, Bedford Blizzard. Back on the line for Bedford, Silas Vinay. And that serve just hitting the top of the tape, point Tide. Serving the ball, Levi Spence. He is going to drop that ball short in front of the passer, service ace. Spence back to serve again. Vinay with the pass. O'Coin putting it over on the second. Set out left from the Tide. Free ball pushed over. Tip in the middle. Free ball down the line from Bedford. Set out left, this time a tip over the block, picked up off the block by Henry. That ball set to the right and a lefty swing, that one just landing outside the boundaries of the court for number 9, Eric Fields. And that is going to be a Bedford Blizzard point. Heading back to serve here for Bedford, this is number 12, Gabriel Henry. And that one not quite making it in front of the net. That is going to be a point for Tide. Back to serve here is number 8, Jack Maddie. That ball is passed up by O'Coin. Set to him in the middle. And it looks like there to take that ball is Xander Bray. That one not quite making it over and into the court. That is going to be a point for the Tide. Jack Maddie with the serve. That ball is passed up and over. Received by Spence. Spence is going to push a free ball over, and that free ball is going to score. Tide point. Jack Maddie back to serve. And that ball is passed up, but no one there to get that second contact. Point Tide. Tide pulling away in this first set here, 15-5. Maddie with the serve, passed up by O'Coin. That ball dumped over by Henry. Swing in the middle from Tide's Crow. And it looks like a little discrepancy if that ball landed in or out. Some of the Blizzard players saying that they think they might have actually seen that land in, The referee saying, no, I think it was out. So Blizzard is going to get that point. Good sportsmanship, though, trying to be honest. Back on the line, Blizzard's number 7, Mason McIsaac. That ball just landing short for him, point tied. Heading back to serve here now, Isaac Crow. And that is going to be a powerful serve, service ace. Crow with the serve. And it is another tough one, service ace. And that ball just heading under the net instead of over the net. That is going to be a point for the Blizzard team. 7 serving 18 in the first set. And a reminder, folks, this is the 14U boys semifinal game here. These teams have played all their pool play yesterday, and now it is time for playoffs. Back to serve, Xander Bray, and that one just landing short, point going to tied. Eric Fields back to serve. And that is a powerful serve, service ace for tied. There's a big serve landing in the deep corner of the court, service ace. And it looks like we're going to see another timeout called here by the Bedford Blizzard. Both teams back on the court tied, looking to close out this first set here in this semifinal playoff game. 21-7, serving the ball, Eric Fields. That one is going to trickle over the top of the tape and score. A tough one to pass there for the opposite side, service ace. Looking to do it again, here's Eric Fields. And he does do it again, service ace. Fields with the serve, passed up and put over by the Blizzard side. Free ball pushed by Spence. And a good job getting that ball off the net. Trying to save it and put it over is the Bedford Blizzard. But not quite able to get that third contact over, which will send Eric Fields back to serve to try and get this set point. That ball is passed up and into the curtains, and they do it. That is a service ace for the Tide side. Well, there you have it, folks. The first set of the day is done. Don't go anywhere. These teams are going to switch sides, and we'll be right back. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Nova Scotia Volleyball Championship 2019 Weekend 1 here in Halifax, Nova Scotia at the Canada Game Centre. You are watching the 14U Boys semi-final here on the live stream by 360 Sports. We are so excited to be here with you. I'm Raisa Lalani. I've got your call for the game as well as the day and all weekend long. Happy to be here with you guys. Tide took the first set against Bedford Blizzard team, so we're going to see what happens in this second set. And starting us all off with the serve is number 6, Ethan O'Coin. That ball is passed up, set to the right side of the court. Free ball pushed over. And looking to put that free ball over is Harrington, but that one just hitting the top of the tape. Tide point. Heading back to serve here now, Bradley Hatfield, who had quite a bit of a run in that first set. We'll see if he can do that again. Float serve, passed up, set to the middle. Rourke taking a tug on it, but just hitting the top of the tape. Which will send Bradley Hatfield back to serve. That ball is passed up into the net. That is going to be a point for Tide. Back to serve again. Here is Bradley Hatfield. And it is going to be a service ace. And it looks like we're going to get an early timeout called here by head coach Callahan Murphy of the Bedford Blizzard team. Both teams back on the court. An early lead here for Tide 4-0. Bradley Hatfield, number 4, back to serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the middle. Rourke with a swing to 1. A good swing there, but unfortunately that second contact called as a carry. A little bit too deep dish of a set. So that's going to go back to the Tide side. Bradley Hatfield with the ball. That ball is passed up, set to the middle. Rourke swinging into a triple block, Tied with the party ball. Liam Ricks with the kill. Bradley Hatfield back to serve. That ball is passed up, set to the middle. Rourke this time going over top of the triple block. That one landing deep and out of bounds. Point Tide. And a couple of his teammates heading back to the service line to give him some high fives. Bradley Hatfield on the big serving run again as he puts another one in. A right side set, tipped down the line. There's a clever shot from Rylan Harrington. And after that kill, he's going to head back to serve. That ball just hitting the top of the tape. Point going to Tide. Back to serve is Simon LaBelle. That ball passed up by Tucker Johnson. Free ball bumped over by Rourke, and a little bit too much heat on that ball. That one is going to go deep and out of bounds. Serving the ball again, here's Simon LaBelle. And he is going to serve an ace. That ball just dropping in front of the passer. Hitting the double digits now, 10-1 in this second set. Tide did take the first. That ball is up. Free ball put over from O'Coin, picked up by the hands of Spence. And we are going to see that swing into the net for the Tide side at that point, going to Bedford Blizzard as Bannon Rourke heads back to serve. And that is a big serve, just landing outside the boundaries of the court, though. That one out of bounds, point Tide. Back to serve now, Liam Ricks. And that ball is passed up by Henry, set to the middle, swing past the triple block is Weatherby. He's gonna get the ball again. Trying to go past that double block, but that one is going to go out of bounds. Point Tide. Liam Ricks back to serve. That ball is passed up. Free ball sneaking over the tape. Tide getting a handle on it. Unfortunately, that second contact, a little bit of a throw. Called as a carry. That's going to be a Bedford point, and that is going to send Gabriel Henry back to serve. 3 serving 12. And that short serve getting picked up by Bradley Hatfield. A tip in the middle from Weatherby. Returned right away from Tide. Weatherby again taking a swing on it this time, but hitting it into the net. That is going to be a point for Tide. Bowen McMillan with the serve. That one trickling over the top of the tape, but bouncing out of bounds. Point, Bedford Blizzard. Tucker Johnson with the serve. That one a little bit short, Tide point. Big serve from the Tide side. Trying to put that free ball over is Rylan Harrington. That one just not quite making it, and we are going to see another timeout called here by the Bedford Blizzard coach. Both teams back on the court. Travis McAndrew with the serve. And we are going to see a little bit of a carry throw there from the set on the Blizzard side, and that is going to be a Tide point. Back on the line here again, number 2, Travis McAndrew, and he is going to go with the short serve cross court for the service ace. And that'll send Travis McAndrew back to serve again. That ball is passed up by Tucker Johnson, set out to the left. There's a big swing from Harrington. Tide looking to manage it with the roll shot themselves. Big dig from the left side. He is going to get the ball, and he is going to swing high off of hands down the line. Harrington with the kill. Serving the ball is Weatherby. That ball is passed up. Set to the right, a free ball pushed over by Spence. And there is a big block there by Levi Spence, flying in to stop that left side from scoring. Tide with the serve here. Spence with the float serve. Passed up by Weatherby. Set in the middle to Rourke. Rourke with the swing. Free ball over from Tide. Dug up by the Blizzard defense. And that ball just landing between two hitters. Spence back to serve. That ball is passed up. Set to the middle of the court, free ball over from Ethan O'Coin, picked up by the hands of McMillan. Swing in the middle from Tide. Left side swing from Harrington, scoring for the Blizzard team. Heading back to serve, Ethan O'Coin. And that ball just sailing out of bounds, point going to Tide. Bradley Hatfield back to serve. And it is going to be a service ace as the Tide team now in the 20-point zone, 21 serving 6, as they look to close out this second set to win this semifinal battle in the 14U boys category and claim a spot in the finals. Tide serve going into the top of the tape. The Bedford Blizzards still alive, looking to get some points back here. Rylan Harrington heading back to serve. And that ball is passed up. Tide trying to chase it down for a set, but it is a service ace. And there's another big serve from Harrington, passed up and over. Rourke looking to hit that party ball. Unfortunately, just hitting that one outside of the court. And that is going to be a point for Tide. Simon LaBelle with the serve, passed up, dumped over, but there to make sure it doesn't go over is number 11, Liam Ricks. And there's another big serve, dropping short, picked up by Tucker Johnson. Rourke in the middle with the swing. And there is a tip defended by the Bedford Blizzard team, and that defense is going to score and send Bannon Rourke back to serve here. 9 serving 23. And there is a big serve passed up by Bradley Hatfield. And not able to manage that set is the Tide side, and that is going to be a point for the Bedford Blizzard team. Rourke with the serve, passed up and over. Swing in the middle, deep in the court, and that is going to score. And folks, since we are now in the playoff bracket here, I just want to tell you a little bit of news. Kids Sport has announced that they're going to be donating $100 on behalf of every gold medal winning team to Kids Sport Nova Scotia. And that is such a big deal. So super great of Kids Sport to do that. And we're just happy to have them involved with Volleyball Nova Scotia to help develop this awesome sport, as you can see on your screen. And it looks like we're going to get a call for that ball landing in the court. Tide getting that point and putting them in a position to claim a spot in the finals with this point, 24-11. Heading back to serve here is Liam Ricks. And that ball is passed up. Free ball put over by Ethan O'Coin, but that free ball is going to go up and out of bounds. And there you have it, folks. The Tide side is the winner of this match. But don't worry, Bedford Blizzard still has a chance to play for the bronze. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I think we have a game break here on this court for an hour. So that would have been the 10:10 start time. So we'll be back at 11:20 with some more volleyball action. But don't worry, there are still 2 other streams that you can take a look at without commentary. But hey, doesn't matter as long as you get to see who you want to see play. I'm Raisa Lalani. We'll be back in a little while.